Welcome to the Deep Dives, where we cut through the noise and get straight to what matters in groundbreaking tech. And honestly, today's topic, it's so cutting edge you might need to lean in a bit. Just imagine creating, say, a Hollywood-style short film. We're talking dialogue, sound effects, music, the whole nine yards, all from just a single text prompt. And get this, in minutes. Sounds almost like science fiction, right? But that's exactly what Google's latest AI breakthrough, VO3, is promising. This isn't just about, pretty pictures. It's a video generation model that's the first to seamlessly integrate realistic audio, dialogue, and sound effects right out of the box. It could genuinely redefine filmmaking.
It's truly remarkable stuff, especially since it was just unveiled at Google I/O 2025. This feels different. It's not just another small update. It feels like a real leap, a step change in AI. So today we're going to peel back the layers a bit. We'll look at what VO3 actually is, but also, crucially, why it matters so much in the grand scheme of AI and creativity.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our mission for you listening is to explore VO3's main features, figure out how it works with Google's Flow tool. We'll get to that. We'll also dive into some really cool real-world uses and, importantly, tackle the ethical questions that, well, naturally come up with tech this powerful. From making short films to the risks of deepfakes, yeah, we're going to cover it all for you, right? So to really get what VO3 does, we need to understand the basics. What is it, fundamentally? Okay, so it's Google DeepMind's latest AI video model, launched May 20th, 2025 at Google I/O. And yeah, it makes high-def photorealistic videos from text or even image prompts. But here's the kicker. It has native audio integration. That means synchronized dialogue, sound effects, ambient noise, music, all generated together. Accurate lip syncing, too. It's all built in. You don't add it on afterwards.
Exactly. That integrated audio, it's a huge leap, a massive step forward. And beyond that, VO3 is also much better at following complex instructions. It really sticks to your prompt, which means it significantly cuts down on what we call prompt drift, where the AI kind of wanders off topic.
Yeah. Ah, right. So it does what you actually ask it to do.
Precisely. It gives you fine-grained control over camera angles, shot composition, even specific cinematic styles.
Yeah.
And, critically important, it keeps characters consistent across different shots. Plus, it generates realistic physics, how objects interact, lighting, shadows. That's been a real challenge for AI video until now. Just for context, its predecessor, VO2, that only made silent, 8-second clips. So this is monumental.
Wow. Okay. Silent 8-second clips to full scenes with synced audio. That is an incredible jump. And Google didn't just release VO3 on its own, did they? They introduced this companion tool, Flow. Tell us about that. What exactly is Flow and how does it, connect with VO3?
Good point. Flow is essentially Google's custom AI filmmaking platform. It integrates VO3, but also other Google AI models. So you've got Gemini helping with the prompts, Imagen for text-to-image stuff if you need it. It's designed for actual filmmaking, not just isolated clips.
So it's less like a single tool and more like a whole creative environment.
It's the ecosystem. Exactly right. Flow offers a really comprehensive set of features. Creators can build entire scenes by stringing generated clips together. It gives you fine-tuned camera controls, motion, angles, perspective, all that. There's a scene builder for editing and extending shots while keeping characters consistent.
It's there. Okay.
Yeah, and they even have something called Flow TV. It's basically a showcase of clips made by the community, and it includes the prompts used to make them.
Oh, that's clever. So you can learn from others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic resource for learning, getting ideas, or even remixing what others have done. And we're already seeing real filmmakers use it. Dave Clark's projects, Battalion and Ninja Punk, or Henry Dobray's Kitsune and Electric Pink. It's pretty wild to see what's being produced already.
Right. It really sounds like the barrier to making high-quality videos just dropping like a stone. So for our listeners, how do you actually get your hands on this? Is it widely available now?
Okay, so at launch, VO3 was available in 73 countries. That includes places like the US, UK, Canada, Australia. You can access it through the Gemini app and the web interface, but you need to be a Google AI Pro or Ultra subscriber. Interestingly, it wasn't available in India or the EU countries right at launch, but Google said they're working on expanding access.
Right. And the cost. Is this for everyone or more targeted?
That's definitely a key factor. The Google AI Ultra plan, it's $249.99 a month, so roughly $272 with tax.
Wow. Okay. Not cheap.
No. That tier gives you the maximum number of generations and daily refreshes. The Pro plan is more limited, usually starting with a trial, maybe 10 video generations. So it's a significant investment. It kind of signals who Google thinks the main early users will be. Professionals, serious creators. For businesses, there's enterprise access via Vertex AI, that's Google's cloud ML platform. It's currently a private preview, you have to apply. And besides Flow and Gemini, you can also access VO3 through Vertex AI and another tool called Whisk. Mobile app access is there for Ultra subscribers too, with Pro expected soon.
Okay, so assuming you have access and you're willing to pay that subscription, what can you really do with VO3? This is where the creative side gets exciting.
Oh, absolutely. For individual creators, it opens the door to making short films, ads, experimental videos, stuff with near pro quality. And it dramatically cuts costs for things like animation or visual effects. It really is democratizing that process in a way we just haven't seen. And thinking bigger, for businesses, marketers are already jumping on it. Klarna, for instance.
Klarna, the finance company.
Yeah, they're using VO3 for things like B-roll, the supplementary video clips. Also for YouTube bumpers, social media animations, it apparently speeds up their content creation workflow quite drastically.
That's huge. Huge for indie creators, but fascinating for big companies, too. What about some of those viral examples? Paint us a picture.
Well, okay, imagine this. A dachshund running through a living room, out onto a porch, just as an ice cream truck drives by outside. Complete with all the sounds, the dog's paws, the truck's jingle, ambient noise. That's one demo.
Okay, I can picture that.
Or think about a comedy sketch, all with AI dialogue. Or even a full stand-up routine generated by AI. It also allows for, say, hyper-realistic historical reenactments. Or crafting sci-fi world with incredibly believable soundscapes and visuals. We've seen demo clips, too, making the rounds online. Like a fake news anchor announcing cats took over Buckingham Palace.
Light chuckle. Okay.
Or a gorilla just dancing in a bar. The possibilities are, well, they're wildly unpredictable and often pretty entertaining.
A gorilla dancing in a bar. That really does paint a picture. It's clear the creative potential is just immense, almost limitless. Right. But, and this is a big but, with capabilities this hyper-realistic, we absolutely have to talk about the other side, the ethics. We're dealing with tech that could easily create fake news or deep fakes that look and sound completely real.
Yeah.
How is Google tackling this?
Yeah, it immediately brings up issues of trust verification, doesn't it? Google says they put several safeguards in place. First, all generated content has an embedded Synth-A-Day watermark. It's meant to be invisible but detectable, showing it's AI generated.
A watermark, okay.
They're also developing a synth-eye detector tool. It's still in early testing, not public yet, but it's designed specifically to spot these AI videos. Plus, there are safety filters. They're meant to block prompts asking for violence or featuring recognizable public figures, think politicians like Biden or Trump.
Right, trying to limit misuse from the start.
Exactly. But it's important to be realistic. There are still limitations. Sometimes the lip sync isn't perfect. You might see visual glitches, or that prompt drift we mentioned can still happen. And like we said, the high cost currently restricts access, which naturally limits widespread use, at least for now. Beyond those immediate risks, there's also a big discussion about the impact on industries. People are predicting significant job effects, maybe 100,000 roles in film and animation by 2026.
Wow. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up a bit. To recap, VO3 really is a revolutionary AI video model. Its big differentiator is that groundbreaking native audio integration. It makes high-def, photorealistic videos, dialogue, sound effects, music all synced up, keeping characters consistent and physics looking real.
And we've seen its huge creative potential across different fields. Short films, ads, experimental stuff, all becoming much cheaper and easier to produce. Think about Klarna using it for B-roll or social media. That's happening now. But the flip side is serious. The potential for misinformation is significant because it looks so real.
And we touched on Google's safeguards, the Synth-A watermark, the detector tool being developed, those safety filters for sensitive prompts. While those measures are definitely there, the sheer power of this tech, combined with its current high-cost access model, paints a really complex picture for what's next.
Right. It forces us all to think critically beyond just the cool features. That industry impact debate is real, those job loss predictions in film and animation. That highlights a need for adaptation for new skills.
So what does this all mean? For the future of creativity, sure, but also entertainment and maybe even truth. Given how fast this technology is moving, what responsibility falls on the creators using it, the platforms hosting it, and even on you, the viewer? How do we navigate a world where hyper-real content can be made so easily? It's definitely a question we're thinking about long after this deep dive finishes.